Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth and I'm a holistic health and embodiment coach where I help women heal their bodies, regulate their nervous systems, and come back home to themselves, mind, body, and spirit. And today's video is going to be a little bit different because instead of just explaining the nervous system dysregulation as I've done in the past and why it's so important to your well-being to heal, I want to show you what it actually looks like in real life. Because the truth is, most women don't even realize that they're living in survival mode today because it's become their normal. I'm a good example of that, having spent years of my life constantly feeling stressed and overwhelmed by all I had to carry, and some by what I didn't even have to carry, but did so anyway because of shadow and childhood conditioning that I had not yet integrated. It affected my health, my happiness, how I mothered my child, and even reacted towards others when triggered. In today's storytelling type of video, I want you to imagine a woman and see if you can see yourself in her story, because sometimes that can be the most powerful and eye-opening realization to create change in your life. She's a mom. She has a family, maybe even works full-time too. From the outside, everything looks fine, but inside her body, she hasn't felt calm in years. And maybe this had even affected her mental health, her hormonal health over the years, or her gut health too, because all of these things are affected by a dysregulated nervous system and stress. Let's walk through a day in her life. She wakes up already tired, not just physically, but mentally. Stress and worry don't allow for a restful sleep. Before her feet even hit the floor, her mind is racing. What do the kids need today? Did I respond to that email? What's for dinner tonight? Did I make sure the bills are paid? I forgot to switch the laundry over. Her nervous system is already activated before the day even begins. One telltale sign of a dysregulated nervous system can be a sense of overwhelm or irritability. She rushes downstairs trying to get everything done at once. Breakfast for the kids or a partner, packing lunches, getting the kids dressed, thinking about her workday ahead, whether that's in the home and or an employer and all that will need to get done. And maybe one of the kids is moving slow or not listening or fighting with each other while she's trying to rush around and make sure everyone is running on time to get out the door. And suddenly she snaps. Not because she's a bad mom, but because her nervous system is so wound tight and overwhelmed, she immediately feels a sense of guilt. I shouldn't have reacted like that. I need to be more patient. She shames herself for her behavior. But what she doesn't realize is her body isn't just reacting from that present moment. It's reacting from a constant state of stress and overwhelm that she experiences every day. And I know how this feels if this is you. I can empathize with you because I've had more than my fair share of times that I care to even count where I've reacted in the same way from having a dysregulated nervous system. And if you're an empath like myself, then you know how much even causing someone, especially your child, momentary emotional harm from lashing out can eat you alive inside, can make you feel bad about yourself. Now the kids are off to school and maybe she sits down for a second, but she can't actually relax. Her body just doesn't let her. She becomes hardwired for dysregulation, her new normal. She feels restless, like she should be doing something right now. So she fills the space, cleaning, scrolling, answering messages, making lists of errands on groceries, getting ready for work. Even when there's a moment to breathe, she just doesn't feel safe slowing down because her nervous system is wired for doing, not being. And this is what high-functioning survival mode looks like. A large amount of women are operating like this every day. She's productive, she's getting things done, she looks like she has it all together on the surface, but she's never actually at ease, in a constant state of fight or flight. Then the afternoon comes around emotional overload. Maybe she's had a stressful day at work and felt overwhelmed by her workload there too. The kids come home, the noise level rises, questions, needs, emotions, and her system starts to feel overloaded again. One child is upset, another is asking for something, something spills, something breaks. Maybe her partner calls her asking her to do something, adding yet another thing on her to-do list. And it's not just this moment that overwhelms her. It's the accumulation of everything her body has been holding on to all day. She's on edge, like she's about to snap or shut down. Maybe even not fully feeling seen, heard, supported, or like her basic needs are even being met. Sometimes she becomes reactive. Sometimes she completely withdraws. And later that night, she thinks, why can't I just handle this better? Am I failing at being a mother or a partner? But again, this isn't a mindset issue. It's a nervous system that has never learned how to feel safe. In the evening, later on, exhaustion and disconnection sets in. By the end of the day, doing for everyone else and taking care of their needs, she's exhausted. But when she finally gets a moment alone, she doesn't feel peace. She feels numb or anxious or overstimulated. Maybe she scrolls on her phone to disconnect for a while. Maybe she snacks to fill the emotional void that she's feeling without even thinking. Maybe she wants to connect with her partner, but she feels just too drained. And this is the part that so many women don't talk about. You can be physically present in your life, but emotionally disconnected from it. It happens all too often. Like you're just going through the motions, never really feeling fully alive or present in your life. Have you ever felt this way? If so, let me know your experience in the comments below. Maybe your story will help another woman who might be struggling to not feel so alone. Now let's look at the deeper generational pattern going on here. And here's where it goes deeper and spreads farther than she even realizes. Her kids are watching this every day. Chances are she watched her mother live her life the very same way that she is. Her kids are not just listening to what she says, they're watching her, learning from how she feels and acts every day. They start to mirror the anxiety, the reactivity, the overwhelm, or they start to walk on eggshells around her out of fear of how she'll react. Maybe they even learn they have to be responsible for managing others' emotions at such a young age when they shouldn't have to. But because nervous systems co-regulate, not always for the better. And when dysregulation becomes the baseline, it gets passed down to future generations. Here is the shift though, awareness and truth. And if you're listening to this and thinking, this sounds like me, or maybe it looks like someone that you know and what they might be going through, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are not alone. Your body adapted to what it needed to survive. You may have lived your whole life this way if it was something that was passed down to you and not even realizing it's dysregulation because it just seemed normal to you after living this way for so long. But survival mode was never meant to be where you live. Nervous system dysregulation can look like constant anxiety or overthinking, snapping or irritability, chronic fatigue or burnout, digestive or hormonal issues, feeling disconnected from yourself, never being able to truly relax or feeling truly alive and happy. And healing doesn't start with doing more. It starts with teaching your body that it's safe again. So now let's discuss some gentle, embodied, practical tips to start to heal and take back your life. Some simple places to start would be to slow down your breath even for 1 minute, especially when you feel a sense of overwhelm or triggered. Try getting outside and grounding your body, preferably with bare feet on the earth. Pause at the time when you feel yourself rushing. Place a hand on your body and reconnect with yourself, allowing yourself to feel and release without judgment. Holding emotions in can be very harmful to your physical, emotional, and energetic state. These may seem small, but this is how safety begins to be rebuilt. And I will say that if you are also an empath or a highly sensitive person, then chances are you have an even more sensitive nervous system than the average person does. So taking care of it is thus even more of a priority. I can speak from personal experience telling you that at a time I have pushed myself to near burnout in my life. I've spent basically 3 days barely being able to get myself off the couch because it literally destroyed my body. As humans, we were never meant to live the way we are living today, and we need to start making some changes because continuing on as we are is terrible for our health and our happiness. And in the longer term, some practices that you can try to implement can be to take a hard look at everything and everyone in your life and decide what changes need to be made to make yourself feel more regulated again. Do you need to remove some obligations that you just don't have the capacity for, or maybe people who are toxic or triggering for you? Maybe talk to your partner and ask to set a specific day and time of the week or month to talk about things that might be bothering you or adding stress to your life that maybe they can help with. If they have any concerns they'd like to discuss, they can also address them at that time. If you don't have a partner, see if there is someone else in your life, maybe a family member or a friend, that can be a part of your support system to help you. Asking for help is not a weakness, despite what toxic cultural norms say. Consider talking to even a therapist if that feels right for you. And consider creating a daily or weekly practice that helps relieve stress, like strength training workout and embodiment dance ritual to move emotions and energy through the body, or taking time for yourself to do absolutely nothing and rest. And this is exactly the work that I help women through, not just changing their habits, but healing the root and addressing any trauma or shadow work behind the behaviors, because sometimes the dysregulation can stem from things like underlying conditioning you may have received since childhood. If you're realizing that your nervous system has been in survival mode, I have guides, coaching programs, upcoming courses, and my Mind Body Wellness membership that walks you step by step through regulating your body, reconnecting with yourself, and creating a life that feels calm, grounded, and aligned for you. Check them out in the comments and description below. And of course, focusing on your physical health and the membership as well by nourishing your body properly so it can function at its best. My work takes a mind, body, spirit approach. Everything is linked below for you. You deserve to feel safe in your own body again. You deserve to experience your life and all of its joys, not just try to get through it, to thrive and not just survive. And healing this doesn't just change you, it changes everything and sometimes everyone around you in the process. It ends the repeating cycle of dysregulation so that it's not passed down onto your children and their children. It gives you a feeling of hope again and raises your vibration in the process to allow you to finally start to be able to manifest things in your life that you want also, because you can't energetically manifest anything from a dysregulated state. Healing and shadow integration can be the key that unlocks it all, and I'd be honored to help walk that journey with you back home to yourself. If you feel that this video helped you in some way, please like and share it with someone that you think needs this message today. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel and you want to see more content like this on a weekly basis, please subscribe so that you'll never miss a video. It is absolutely free for you to do, and sign up for my weekly newsletter because you can get even more tools and resources to help support you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here today. I am truly grateful to be a part of your journey. Let me know where in the world you are watching this video from today, because I love to see how far my messages reach around the globe. This is your weekly reminder to do something today that brings you joy. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.